So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So we're up and running.
Now here's a fine representative for the fullbacks union, Peter.
Massimo Otto?
Yeah, it's going to be vital if he imposes himself early, I think, on that flank. He's got great quality on deliveries, as we know, and they've always been a massive part of his game.
And here's Vinicius Junior. He's a sharp little ball here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Scholes. Bout of passing here, really. He goes for a shot! He scored!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Arsenal finding themselves unexpectedly behind. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Oh, Red, nice interception. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Nicely shaped ball. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Now it's Pelé. Oh, easy pickings there. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Lovely bit of skill. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. No, he's just misjudged that one. And we're not going to make any further progress now.
Arsenal really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
And here's Bale. Marquinhos deals with that comfortably. Nicely aimed pass. That's a little off target. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. It's come through and he's had a quick look. There's the shot! And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. Oh, super ball! Big chance! That is lovely. Arsenal are looking to go forward now. Now it's Pelé. Vinicius Junior looking to be a menace in the final third. Platini. Robertson. And that's been intercepted. That could spell trouble.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Gives it back. That's a cute ball. And it's made its way to him. Is it in? Yes, it's an own goal.
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Well, that's something you don't expect at a match like this, but I guess you'll have to take whatever way it comes, and very gratefully.
Pele. Now Platini. And here's Bale, looking for a runner. And that's a good ball. Shot a goal! That's another chance! Goal! Arsenal! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky, it'll come your way.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Now then, the ball's come loose. Aimed beyond the defence. And the finish! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
It's their second corner of the game. Platini plays it short. Chooses the chance! Goal! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
And the referee brings the first half to a close. Arsenal are finally getting a much-needed break. It's been absolutely breathless stuff so far.
Just a quick announcement.
Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Tickets you were given when you were walking through the
Quite
gate.
a half. More of the same, please. Score at the interval, 2-2. Arsenal get the second half going. And that is as far as they're going to go. And it's Messi. Pele. Platini. Adriano. Now it's Bale. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Turns back here, probably the best option. Bale, Robertson picks it up out wide. Rijkaard tries to clear. Oh, it's come loose. Platini. And it's Van Basten. And there's his chance to lead the counter. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Dink through. Well timed, excellent interception. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And here's Van Basten. He's beaten the last man. Cleared without complication. And claimed it back swiftly. Platini. Almost an hour gone. Pele looking to add to his goal. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Cleared without hesitation. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
And it's Michel Platini. Nice interception, well timed. Great vision. And there's green grass ahead of him. Vinicius Junior. The most accurate pass. Conte. Rijkaard. It's a good spell of possession, this. Oh, nice one too, very nice. And a chance! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench.
Substitution on the field.
Number 3 coming up.
Conte.
And it's been taken short.
Platini.
Wants to play it back.
Vinicius Junior.
And now a sudden chance to counter.
Van Basten. Coming on the
Good
field.
read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Raul.
Owen
Number
really
9,
was well marshalled
Griezmann.
there because he was denied
Number
the
18,
opportunity to turn.
Fernando Torres. Number 17.
And he's managed to get rid.
Substitution.
And he's quick to snatch it back. Passing is crisp and sharp. Otto. Cross to the back post. He gets big. It's in. They've done it. It was coming. They have their reward. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, I think you can write this lot off at your peril. It's been a joy to watch them hold themselves right back into it. Now, can they hang on?
Griezmann. And that has been cleared.
Bangladesh clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Five minutes left on the clock. Now it's Mbappe. Scholes. Raul powering forward here. Oh, he's been caught napping. Oh, shooting chance! He has done it! And this is getting better and better. A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get press from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
2 added minutes has been
2 up
indicated.
and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
He might be in here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Scholes. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end. Momentum shifting this way and that. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So it's down to business here. Well, now the opposition are going to have to find something pretty special to stop Lionel Messi today, aren't they, Jim?
Yeah, the man is an absolutely born winner. You just feel that with him on the pitch, anything is possible.
And what's more, he brings out the best in his teammates.
Yeah, I think he just gives them that confidence that they can overcome whatever the opposition throws at them, and he leads by example, of course, and will probably come up with something.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. It's a searching pass. Dink through. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Hullet. That is a brilliant interception. That's going to go a long way. That has ended up in no man's land. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Neither side especially adventurous early on. And it's Hullet. Nicely worked. Oh, well played. Luis Suarez. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Hullet. Hullet! He's delivered all right! There is the breakthrough! Reflections on the goal?
I love the technique in that finish. There was a concentration to keep it down.
So the game's first significant moment. And the finish! Oh, taken with style! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Bale. Hullet. Now he's got space here.
Arsenal really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
He's picked his way through. Bale's cross. Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And it's Messi. Hullet. Tries to dink it through. Schmeichel gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Messi. Messi. He's found a way through. Messi! And he's really put himself on the line here.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Good read, needed to be. Chance! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Cannavaro clears it away. Here's a chance! Oh, full marks for that effort.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
And it's Hullet. Now it's Bale. Bale. It's a pretty loose pass. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Bale. Bale will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And he cuts out the supply. And it's Messi. Looking to play him in. Great ball, and he's in here. Shoots! He's having a go! Early ball out from the back. Arsenal are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. Knocks it into space. Cute ball now, how can he reach? Big chance! It's run loose, who's going to get there?
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Ferdinand. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Bale. Pull it. Now it's Bale. And he's in on goal. Adriano, and the shot! Oh, he's been caught napping. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. And now they can spring out of defence. He has found the way through. That's been slipped through. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Gives it back.
Not a lot more he could do there.
Nedved. There's the whistle for half-time. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Arsenal really are lucky not to be down by more, Peter. The manager's going to have to come up with something a little special to lift these players, otherwise this one's as good as done.
Here we go again.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Pullet finds himself offside. Piqué. Belletti. That's a delicate pass, and this is Pelé. Not the best distribution from the keeper. Now it's Pelé. He's through here. And this is Messi. Terrific header. No, not the best of headers.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Out to the right. Not the most accurate pass. Pull it. And it's Cannavaro. Ball played for Rijkaard. Gently done. Pepe. Messi chasing after it. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
And he's whipped it across, and he gets rid in a hurry.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Now that looks a decent ball. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Nice looking ball.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space. He's done particularly well there. It's wonderful focus.
Now it's Pelé. And they're quick to get it back. Rijkaard. Adriano. Nedved. No way through there. Looking for options for movement. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Real chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are cruising away! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 10, Pele. Number 9,
Both sides then
Adrian.
taking this chance to turn to their
Number
benches.
19, Messi.
3-0 and things
Coming
are
on the
starting to
field,
look awfully
number
cosy.
24, Johan Cruyff.
Arsenal still
Number
have the cards to
20,
affect this game.
Mbappe.
Oh, good
Number
take in a
7,
good area.
Yamal.
That's been intercepted.
Substitution.
That was well played, well stopped.
Pull it. Great chance! And it's in! Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? He rises! Oh, it's come off the upright. Firm header, just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Just a quarter of an hour to play. And it's Belletti. Bale. Played with finesse. And it's pulled back.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Bale clipped into space. Well read. And the danger is averted. Now it's Figo. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And Hullet! And that would have won it.
Oh, he went for it there knowing full well that it could have all been wrapped up. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Arsenal are looking to go forward now. Mbappe receives it in a wide position.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Arsenal...
It's a mighty effort! Really well taken goal. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
It's starting to look like a done deal now.
Substitutions taking place.
It's not an especially good pass, that. He's gone for goal! And that's off target.
There will be 5 minutes
Great
added
defending,
time.
strong and determined. Rijkaard. Pass somewhat off target. Played out towards the right wing. Oh, good spread. And he's picked it up out wide. Played in. Climbs up big! Outstanding save to keep that out. That has not gone well. Maldini gets over and intercepts. Nicely weighted ball. Mbappe is in a really good position out wide. And that is as far as it goes. Arsenal suffer a humiliating defeat, and if that weren't painful enough, there's all the analysis and scrutiny. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So we're up and running.
In Paul Scholes, we have a player who can pull all the strings in midfield, one of England's best ever.
So unsung, but utterly appreciated by those he plays with.
Yeah, simply a master of passing, Peter. His ability to know what's going on around him at any given time makes him such a clever and hugely capable danger in this team.
And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Rijkaard wins the duel this time. Roberto Carlos. And he's been shifted off it. He's found a way through. Great ball and he's in. Real chance! And the keeper couldn't hold it. And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Adriano clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And now they can spring out of defence. Neatly clipped into space. Khan breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And that's put paid to a promising move. That's a throw. Adriano. Pull it. That's the keeper's ball. And that is a little undercooked. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Cannavaro. Arsenal are applying all the early pressure.
Well, they've made all the inroads and their confidence is taking on a growth spurt.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Knocks it into space. So what can they make of this? Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Cruyff. No, it's come to nothing.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Oh, this looks sharp.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Played back in. Oh, that was vital. Deftly away. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Applies the finish! Lovely feet. Tries to cross. He's got full. Harmlessly behind.
Well, I think the defence deserves credit for the way they were quick to close him down.
Now it's Hullet. Oh, that's a key interception. Maybe goalless, but it is not without interest.
I actually think both teams are playing okay here. We've had some good attempts, although they've mounted to nothing so far.
And this is Van Basten. Chance! He will be livid with himself.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
And this is Ronaldo. Ronaldo showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And he's picked it up out wide. Big header! Now, who's going to be first to this? And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Van Basten actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Roberto Carlos goes short. He gets big! Firm header, just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
Rijkaard is there, and he can pick it up.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Now it's Hullet. Del Piero. Just eases him off the ball. Now it's Hullet. He won't be happy with that one. And this is Van Basten. Shot a goal! And it's come back out to him. He's scored! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
So we have our breakthrough.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do. This is the time you need that pace.
And he plays one through. Thinks about the shot. Oh, what has happened here? And he's quick to get it clear again. Stood up well to him there. And this is Bale. And it's Bale.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Lahm puts his foot on the gas. Lobbed in behind. And the first half is done. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Arsenal really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Arsenal do have a chance to counter here. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. It's just beyond his reach. Robertson just loves to go forward whenever he can. And this is Van Basten. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Yamal. It's a good spell of possession, this. Buriram United look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible. Buriram United have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
That's really well cleared. Arsenal needed that. They really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Scholes. Well, that looks a decent ball. Adriano. Bale. It's Bale! Oh, he's been caught napping. And he's following up. Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And it's Cruyff. Adriano! And it's in! Arsenal are level. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
After 65 minutes is...
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Lahm plays it in. It's a pretty loose pass. Yamal. Pull it. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now it's Yamal. Look at the space. Can he finish? Rijkaard. And it's Van Basten. Always onto this. Good ball. Pull it. And pull it! Same again, same outcome.
Borough United really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 9.
So, time for changes
Adrian.
on both sides, actually.
Number 7, Yamal.
A poorly directed
Number
kick from the
11.
keeper, he's given it away.
Number
And
8,
he was quick to react.
Bale. Coming on the field, number 20, Mbappe. Number 19,
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour.
17,
Now it's Cruyff. Messi
Number
receives it in a
15,
wide position.
Ribery. Substitution.
Tries a deft little ball. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
Arsenal really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
And here's Mbappe. Probing pass. Scholes. Plays a sharp little ball here. Bale. That's very neat. And he whips it in. Robertson getting this one clear.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Tries to pass it through. Ribery. And here's the chance to counter. Ronaldo providing an outlet on that flank. And that could set him on his way. It's a promising position. Mateus.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And that's gone loose. Mateus. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Nicely weighted ball. He's having a shot!
He's
Given the time to pick a pass. And smartly reclaimed. Well, that's pretty clear, it is a foul. And he is going into that little black book. Well, the players are flocking round their fallen colleague and they look worried.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
I think we've got just about enough time for this free kick.
Well, I think this is definitely one of these areas where they've...
Messi! And Cech pulls off a sensational save! And that is masterful defending. And that is it, the referee has seen enough. Decent game of football that, intense, intriguing, and both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the
Hello,
camaraderie.
everybody, and
The
welcome
fans
to
have pulled out
today's
all the
match.
stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. If you're just joining us, we are already underway.
Well, a quick look at this lineup, and Pavel Nedved jumps higher than the rest.
He'll be involved in more or less everything they try to do going forward.
Yeah, he has all the ingredients to serve up something delicious, and we can feast our eyes on a truly great competitor.
Serginho's cross.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Nicely weighted ball. Pele for Messi. That's a nicely shaped ball. Now this could be... It's Bale! It's gone out for a throw-in. Now it's Batistuta. Now that looks a decent ball. Now, can they get him away? Batistuta's cross. Tries to get it clear. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, shooting chance!
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
Now it's Bale. Well, both starting the game at a pretty decent tempo. Cannavaro gets over and intercepts. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Oh, that's well spotted. Platini. Opportunity for Arsenal to break. Well, that's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Owen! That is some save from Khan! And we have our very first corner. Rijkaard attempts a clearance. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Owen. He's in a good position here. He has a look up. Played in deep. Cannavaro tries to clear. Decent chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? Tries to get it clear. Pele. That's an imaginative pass. Oh, delightful ball. Oh, that's fabulous. And this is... There's the shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
And that pass just didn't quite work. Batistuta. And he welcomes it in. That's the keeper's ball. And here's Batistuta. Rijkaard. Pele. Opts for safety. Ribéry is herring after that one. And here's Nedved. Played out wide. Looking to play him in. Fired deep towards the back post. Maldini can get it clear. Big chance! Ribéry. Rijkaard. That's a cute ball. It's still 0-0, but no shortage of effort. Bayer breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Pele. And this is Ribéry in with the challenge. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Pele. Can he get it through? Can he finish? He'll want to be quick to recover this. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Messi. Ball played for Rijkaard. And it's Maldini.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
And this is Owen. Owen was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Bale might just make this. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So there was the first half.
Well, both sides have been full of effort, industry, endeavour, and the stats are screaming good things at us. So it's been a very good watch for the neutrals so far. And I'm really looking forward to what's to come in the second half. This could get unpredictable.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. And we are already promptly back underway. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. And here's Messi. And this is how... He's had a shot! Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
He's never the type to turn down a challenge, is he?
The shot! It's in!
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
Terrible error, duly punished.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Oh, smashing header! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Passing is crisp and sharp. He's a sharp little ball here. Delivers the ball. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. It's their second corner of the game. And the finish! And that wasn't far away.
Oh, did the keeper have that covered? I'm not sure he did. I think I need a replay on that one.
And that has left him in a heap. Looking for options for movement. He is through here. Lofted in.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Adriano under intense pressure.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Now that is a hefty challenge.
Substitution on the field. Number 14, Owen. Number 27, Serginho. Coming on the field, number 4,
Rijkaard!
Robert Lewandowski. Number 15.
And now they can spring out of defence. Nicely shaped ball. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know,
Can he finish? equaliser.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now. Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
And he's intervened well there. Tries to pass it through. It's Bale! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Substitution on the field, number 21.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Coming on to replace him is number 19, Mbappe.
Arsenal
Substitution
perhaps
in
wondering
progress.
what the best time is for their next substitution. Seedorf. Cannavaro promptly onto that, and that is that. And it's Seedorf. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Beckenbauer. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And here's Nedved. Good ball, good take. Real chance! It's in! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a double. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
And yes, it's him again.
Substitution on the field, number 11.
So there's going to be another change here.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. He's having a shot! And he's gone looking for safety. Back into the middle.
Arsenal really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Ambitious ball here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And that's a throw-in. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Aimed beyond the defence. It's a good... There's the header! Oh, taken with style. And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this. And the shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
He's picked his way through. Early ball out from the back. Rijkaard. Great vision. Van der Vaart receives it in a good position. Lewandowski! Decent hit and on target. All hands on deck for this one.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Ball's gone out of play. That's going right the way across. Cruyff. Can he get on the end of this? Knocks it into space. Look at the space here. Nicely shaped cross.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
Mateus. Threads one in. Chance, surely! Oh, what about that? Late in the day, this could well be it!
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
Having turned the game on its head, now can he rises! And that's that. Arsenal have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. A great performance by... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Against Milan.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So it's away we go then. Well, we all know who created the concept of total football, but is it fair to say, Jim, that no one embodied it better on the pitch than this man, Ruud Gullit?
That is true, definitely. He has the pace, the power, the technique to play anywhere across the...
Oh, shooting chance! Goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
That is so good, such sharp skills. And such a delicious finish.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
So the game's first significant moment. It's Ibrahimovic! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And this is Gullit. Taken with style. They're level in a trice.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
You don't keep those outs. He just knew.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Terrific header! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
And it's Cruyff. Looking for the run. Cross goes in there. That's a decent clearance. He won't be happy with that one. Nicely weighted ball. And he has been fouled there. Park Ji-sung. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Passes short and sharp. Real chance! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing. Cruyff, who does have an assist to his name. Milan trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game because you try and absorb in numbers defensively and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Guardiola. And it's Achiampong. Gattuso. Odo. Gravenberg. And it's Rui Costa. Messi. Rummenigge. He's felt that, hasn't he? No foul, says the referee. Rui Costa. Now Gattuso. Rummenigge. Cruyff. Aviati breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Rui Costa. Milan looking to pass their way through. That is good alertness. Bale. Rummenigge. Looking understandably energised after his goal. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty... Takes the shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And he gets rid in a hurry. Arsenal are looking to go forward now. Rui Costa spots it and intercepts. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing.
Belletti.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Cruyff going face-to-face with his great rival.
Rijkaard.
And it's Messi. Can he get it through? That is a brilliant interception.
Park-Ji-sung.
And it's Gravenberch. That's a lovely, neat pass. That has been cut short. Messi. It's Cruyff.
Rijkaard. Cannavaro.
And it's Michel Platini. It's a pretty loose pass. Well read, nice interception.
Rijkaard.
Now Piqué.
Belletti.
And it's Rijkaard.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Gravenberch wins the duel this time. Now it's Gattuso. Ibrahimovic. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. That's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Rui Costa.
Pullet. And once more he proves rigid and robust. And the pass is intercepted.
It's Park-Ji-sung.
Messi. Well, they could break here. Stood up well to him there.
Pullet.
That looks a good ball through. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Foot in.
Pullet.
And he welcomes it in. Oh, now this is interesting, and the referee has pointed to the spot. Arsenal have themselves a chance from the spot. The ball is on the spot. Here we go. Goal! Arsenal! Not much more than a formality.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Arsenal are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some.
Rijkaard.
And it's Cruyff. Cruyff is having a shot! He scored! And this is getting better and better. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
Arsenal take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Maldini.
Pass somewhat off target. Now, can they get him away? Great defending, strong and determined. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Messi. Well, they've got it back in a hurry.
Pullet.
Pullet will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. No way through. Gravenberch. He's a sharp little ball here. Gets good distance on it.
Baresi.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Cruyff. Messi. And it's Michel Platini. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Rijkaard. Looking to play him in. Piqué. It's Belletti. And it's Rijkaard. Back towards the middle. Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it.
Substitution
Arsenal
for
choosing to make the
Number
first change.
24, Johan Cruyff. Number 18.
Into the arms of the goalkeeper.
Bale has totally shown his greedy streak, and the boss is not happy, I can tell you.
Number 17, Mateus.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Gravenberg. Park Ji-sung. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Couldn't squeeze it through. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Park Ji-sung. And here's Ibrahimovic. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. He's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Messi. Mateus. And here's Hullet. Steam and Hullet! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Hullet really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Time added on will be 2 minutes. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Maldini cuts it out. And time is up. Perhaps not quite utopia, not what was entirely desired, but most importantly, they have... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie.
Hello, everybody,
The fans
and
have pulled out
welcome
all
to
the
today's
stops to
match.
make this a monumental occasion. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So it's away we go then. Well, there are plenty who consider Marco van Basten to be the very epitome of excellence, and it's hard to argue with that, Jim, isn't it?
Certainly is. Everything he did was pretty much perfect. His positioning, his movement with and without the ball, the ability to receive it and turn away from defenders. And don't get me started about his finishing.
For sure, a name to strike fear into the hearts of goalkeepers everywhere. That is a superb rearguard action. Piqué gets rid without sophistication. Robertson just loves to go forward whenever he can. He's in space and looking for options. Can he get it through? Cross from Robertson. It's a mighty effort! Firm header, just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
Van Basten opts for safety, and it's Robertson. Played in by Robertson. Maldini. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
No, not quite on the same wavelength. Platini. Adriano. Over to the left. Now it's Bale. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Arsenal yet to have an attempt on goal. Maldini. Ferdinand. Rijkaard. Pressing high and with purpose. Van der Ven. Ball played for Rijkaard. Can he get on the end of this? Robertson picks it up out wide. Oh, smashing header! No, not the best of headers. Rijkaard gathers from the goal kick. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Rijkaard. And it's Robertson. Osimhen. That ball looks a good one. Oh, good take in a good area. He can get that clear. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Messi. Piqué. Maldini. And it's Michel Platini. 15 minutes till half-time. Now it's Osimhen. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. He's had it taken off him. And there's green grass ahead of him. And a chance! Goal! So smooth. A signature finish.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 10.
Arsenal choosing to make the first change.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
Newcastle have taken the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Rijkaard. Arsenal can, of course, make a change whenever they choose. Just eases him off the ball. Adriano is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Van Basten, and they can counter here. Oh, played right into his path. Chance for a shot! Goal! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
Newcastle are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Cruyff. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And it's Robertson. Pinches it off him.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
In towards the... He rises! Crossbar comes to the rescue. Beckham is there, and he can pick it up. Looking for options for movement. He's given the time to pick a pass. And the referee brings the first half to a close. So your views on the first half?
And the boss is going to be disappointed with the way his team just switched off for those 2 goals. They'll have to take some risks now to try and get back in this game. And it's easier said than done, as we know.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 18, Platini.
There's the start of the second half.
Adriano.
I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Beckham. Robertson. Now, can they get him away?
He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement.
Keeper's got good distance on that. Now it's Osimhen. Stood up well to him there. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Forwards and with intent. Looking tidy in possession here. It's a promising position. Election, surely! And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. And he's heaved it away and claimed it back swiftly. Newcastle are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
It's just beyond his reach. And it's Robertson. And here's Osimhen. Arsenal do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Rummenigge thinks one through, and he's picked it up out wide. He is just caressing the ball. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. That is lovely. Rijkaard. He's well positioned here, engages and forces him off the ball. Rummenigge unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. He's got away. Osimhen. That's tidy. And the finish! Time and again they are in real chance! Oh, that is rather wayward. Belletti. Rijkaard. To Messi. Robertson is looking to influence the game from out wide. Van de Ven. Oh, they can break here. Ferdinand. Oh, that's well spotted. Rijkaard. Osimhen. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And here's Cruyff. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And here's the chance to counter. Now it's Van Basten. Foot in. And it's Cruyff. Messi. Now it's Osimhen.
This is the time you need that pace.
And that is a little undercooked. That's been cut out, well played. Beckham has created one goal already. Robertson in acres of space out wide. They get a throw in. Not the most accurate pass.
Well, they can at least make a fight of it. Even if it's just a goal, the lift it would give would be huge no matter what the end result is.
Substitution for Arsenal.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Number 19, Messi. Coming on the field, number 15.
Maldini with the clear. Has a shot!
14, Ronaldinho.
A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
And he's had it nicked away. Now it's Osimhen. Cannavaro going vertical. Hazard. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Oh, played through for the wide man. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Punched away. It's Hazard! Same again, same outcome.
They're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Newcastle have their second corner now. Arsenal takes a shot! Oh, it's come off the upright. Could be danger here. Hazard! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get...
And there goes the final whistle. Arsenal have...